Karen the Intern, and thank you so much for joining me tonight for another episode of Karen About Wrestling. It's a very special episode tonight. I know I say that every night, but this night I really mean it. We are celebrating the 100th episode of Combat. You guys, this is crazy. This is a show that's been running continuously for a couple of years or more now. And it's the longest running independent wrestling show, I believe, in Canada since Stampede Wrestling in Calgary. So it's a pretty significant milestone for all of us here at 365 Pro Wrestling for sure. So, but anyway, before we speak any more about that, and we're going to talk a lot more about that over the next half hour with you guys, I wanted to tell you guys about some live shows that we have coming up that you definitely want to check out. So for our friends out in Ontario, May 25th in Guelph, we have our No Limits show. So definitely check that out. And out here on the West Coast, June 1st, First Met Hall in Victoria, All Out War, June 1st. You guys got to come down and check that out. June 15th, Souk is a grudge match. Brett Matthews and Josh Cadwell. So that's going to be a crazy time for sure. You know, when those guys get in the ring, anytime they get in the ring. So for everything 365, get your tickets, everything at 365prowrestling.com. Also, of course, make sure you're checking out our sister show, as you mentioned, Combat. And of course, don't forget Island Main Event Tuesday. So you can check those out on the 365 YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe as well. All right, so so as I was mentioning, Combat, pretty crazy, 100 episodes. I've only been with the 365 family for a short time, but I will say in that time, Combat has definitely made an impression on me. So this is exciting for me as it is exciting for all of us here at 365.
I have no idea who this guy is. Must be a newbie. Academy graduate. Yep, definitely a newbie. All right, well let's see what these new folks have to do. See if they got the stuff, so to speak.
This guy, why is he? Never mind. It seems really chillaxed.
All right, rookie wrestling. Now you got to give them this. Remember, this is rookie. So these guys really don't. Well, that was actually not bad. That was good. Whoa! What's happening here? Oh! Tyler Williams is in.
Who's this guy?
Champ is in.
Does this guy not make the what?
Oh, the champ is just taking care of the rookies. Just taking care of them.
I can't do it again.
These guys barely got introduced.
I came here and I wrestled for 6.
All right, so as I mentioned, 100 episodes of Combat. We are celebrating today. I'm so excited on Karen About Wrestling to be talking about this epic milestone. And a big part of this epic milestone is my first guest for the evening, and that is the one and only Ramone Carlton. Ramone Carlton.
Hello, Karen. How are you doing today?
I'm good. So excited.
Absolutely. What a day it is. What a night. 100 episodes of 365 Combat broadcast, kind of whatever you want to throw those little interweb thingies right into everybody's house on YouTube and occasionally on Twitch.
Yep.
It has been a heck of a ride, Karen, let me tell you.
I know I've only been on this ride for a short time, but I've been having a great time doing it. You've been on since the beginning.
Since the very beginning, actually. Way back when I had a different moniker. You can go back and watch if you want. And I was sitting next to Thomas Chow, the Chownado right there, way back when that was I guess almost 3 years ago now.
Wow, that is quite some time ago. So that would have been like during the pandemic.
Just
Or
after
just
the
after.
pandemic, and then the pandemic happened right in the middle again, and there was a little bit of blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then since then, you've just been pumping out weekly episodes pretty much continuously.
Yeah, there's a couple, weeks there where we missed for whatever reason. Fifth dimensional generally gets in the way, but that's okay.
Nice.
But yeah, no, we are 100 weeks of 365 pro wrestling content. They started out as half-hour shows that they kind of kept getting longer. Now they're like an hour 15, kind of whatever they work out to be.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And it's the best way, or one of the best ways anyway, for the folks out in the internet land to check out all of our local pro wrestling talent.
Oh, absolutely. It doesn't matter if you're on Vancouver Island, the Pacific Northwest, you have heard of pretty much everybody who has graced combat. Our very first combat title holder, none other than Jackie Lee. Do you know who Jackie Lee defeated in that match?
I do not know.
It was a fatal four-way. There were four people. Jackie Lee obviously was one. He won the belt. There was Coco Flash. I'm going to refer to my notes. There was Coco Flash that was in there. Coco Flash. Oh, and there's a typo on this website because Jackie Lee defeated Coco Flash. Jackie Lee, but more importantly, the one I was getting to, Devin Shooter. Devin Shooter, way back before we knew who the 365 Pro Wrestling Champion was, way back when on one of his very first times ever on Combat, went for the belt, and Jackie Lee beat him.
Wow. That's
I don't
insane.
know who the fourth person was because it literally says Jackie Lee, but that's okay. That's way back when.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I mean, and then other names, of course, that have been on 365 Combat. Of course, we've had Liza Hall. We've had Nicole Matthews. We've had Brett Matthews. We've had Artemis Spencer. We have had Sebastian Wolf. Wow, let me tell you, the match between him and Crofton coming out of the Carlton. Oh, you gotta look that one up, folks. 365 Combat did not disappoint that night.
No, definitely not. And actually, I after our interview, if you haven't checked that out, check it out on the 365 YouTube channel. Have a little look back to last week in our interview. You talked about, I believe it was you talking about the Chairway to Hell.
Take the ride.
So I went home.
Which one?
The
one you're talking about. You're talking probably about Maxwell Benson.
Yes.
And Jordy Taylor,
Yes.
the founder of the Moment Truth there.
Yes.
Chairway to Hell, Maxwell Benson and Jordy Taylor. That was one of the most epic matches that we have ever put out anywhere. East, west, it didn't matter. They brought the house down literally.
It was insane, you guys. So definitely go back and check that one out. I mean, all the combats are great, but that was one that definitely stuck out to me, especially recently in interviewing you and Maxwell Benson. And I think you might actually both have mentioned that one because it really stuck in my head. I was like, Chairway.
It was a good match. It was a really good match.
But I was looking for Chairway to Heaven. That wasn't the right. That's
No.
not the right title.
No, definitely.
Because it's
definitely
not what's happening there at all.
I have no idea what you get if you did a search on that.
I don't know.
We don't want to know.
I don't know.
You might wind up in the fifth. What? I'm still not. No comment.
Right. We don't talk about the around here because we know better.
Yeah.
So what have we got going on for the rest of the show tonight? We're going to have some...
Yeah, we're going to have some special guests coming on. We're going to have Becky Beech is going to be joining us. We got Ref Ronny is going to be joining us. Of course, you're here, I'm here. And then we're going to have some clips in from those that helped make 365 Combat possible, our production crew. We're going to get a couple clips and it's kind of their favorite memories. You've already seen one, but right now we're going to go to my favorite memory. And I'll just say it right here. We don't need to cut to anything fancy, but that's okay. My favorite memory of 365 Combat, because it'll never happen again. It could only happen once. It happened at the Carlton. And literally involved a really big, shiny, rolling metal ball that was hanging from the roof with Artemis Spencer hanging from it and launching himself right across the venue. It happened.
Was it like a mirror ball, like a disco ball?
So it was a sexy ball.
Oh.
You see, the Carlton Club before the wrestling school moved in there was many things, and at one time it was a club. And they had never taken the big metal ball up off the roof, and so Artemis Spencer like grabbed onto it and he swung and he did like this weird flippy thingy and then he landed on it.
Excited about the rest of the show tonight, taking a walk down memory lane. Of course, I'm one of the newer members of the 365 Pro Wrestling family, but I always like hanging out with the folks who've been around a little longer than me because I learn all these like interesting, great stories about our very colorful and amazing history, especially with 365 Combat.
365 Combat, 365 Combat, sorry, 365 Combat. It has become the flagship show of 365 Pro Wrestling. We have many shows. We have IMAT. There's stuff that comes out of Guelph all the time, or out of Ontario, Guelph, Kitchener. You're going to want to check it out. 365 Pro Wrestling is on YouTube, Facebook, all that good stuff. If you've been following us, you know these. But please like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your families, tell everybody. Because what we have is a very unique product in the simple fact that we're telling storylines, episode to episode. There's many great promotions out there all across North America, and they produce a lot of great content. Check it out. Absolutely. Doesn't matter who. Check out your local independent pro wrestling. But one of the things that we do a little bit differently is we have storylines that go from our show week after week after week, just like they do in those really big ones. And we kind of find it fun. We kind of find it interesting. And it's one of those things that we just have not found anywhere else. If there's anybody who's doing it, please let us know. We want to talk to you. But if not, then, well, that's just kind of the way it is.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely what drew me in for sure. Even the few short times that I went in, I could already start to see the characters and what they were doing and what their deal was and how they were interacting with other wrestlers and all that good stuff. And I loved it. I love it so much. So yeah, I just wanted to get right on board with that. And here I am. But don't try and take my job. That's all I'm saying.
No, absolutely not.
You can come be a wrestler though.
Yeah.
Because...
You know what? Let's just, we'll take a quick break here. We'll throw up the graphic because everybody can be a wrestler. Why?
Everybody can be a wrestler because we have Pro Wrestling Academy out in Campbell River and coming soon
In Victoria.
It's
going to be absolutely epic at the First Metropolitan Performing Arts thingy way down there or downtown Victoria every Tuesday, Wednesday night starting June 4th. You can realize your dream of being a professional wrestler. You know what we should do? Let's go get a couple of those former students.
Let's go do that. All right, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Hey everyone, Becky Beech here, celebrating 100 episodes of Combat. That's a really special milestone. So I'm gonna take us way back for my memory to episode number 1. It may even have been the pilot episode. And the match that I'm thinking about is the one that inspired me to hop into that ring. I'm talking Rhea Von Slasher and Liza Hall up in Campbell River. An amazing match. Just so much athleticism from two amazing wrestlers. So I'm hoping that you'll enjoy this memory, and I hope you'll be around for 100 more episodes.
To break the pinfall.
Oh, the ropes are there for multiple reasons.
That's right. Liza Hall, shot to the outside, quickly come back in. But Rhea Von Slasher's got her. What she got there, Damon?
Just gonna. Oh!
Middle rope.
Breakdown.
DDT. Here's a count. 2 counts. High impact move from Rhea Von Slasher.
Oh, Rhea's going up.
Very high impact. We've seen her do this. We've seen her. Vader. Oh!
Misses. Okay, Hall's got to capitalize here.
She's got a kick in the arm.
Hey guys, Ref Ronny here, and it's 100 episodes of Combat. And I've been asked to give a memory of the past 100 combats, And the one that really pops up into my mind is back on the 20th of October. We had Devin Shooter taking on Rose for the 365 Pro Wrestling Championship. And the match was going great until Max tried to help Rose out and unfortunately cost her the match. Rose wasn't very happy about it, and Max turned on Rose that night and turned a new leaf, and now he's running amok with Nolan James. Go check out this memory.
Wow, that is a
counterweight or something, I've been told. Shooter's in the ring with the wrench. The crowd is absolutely incensed.
not this way, Devin.
Well, what else did you expect was going to happen?
I know, but again, I just wish you would be honorable.
Honorable. Interesting concept. Hey, wait a minute. Benson's here. Oh boy, how's this going to end?
Maxwell taking the wrench from Devin Shooter, trying to even the playing field for Rose.
Now, Benson's in the ring with the wrench. Referee slowly waking up. Rose is up. Devin Shooter just fell down. And Max has...
And we are back. Hey everyone, I'm Karen the Intern, and you're watching Karen About Wrestling, and a very special episode celebrating 100 episodes of combat. You guys, that's crazy. So who have I got here? Well, you guys know, but in case you don't, we've got Becky Beech. How's it going, Becky?
So good. So good.
Excellent.
Happy to be here for this 100 episodes.
Yay!
Oh my God.
You are going to be participating.
I've been participating.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, 100 episodes.
100 episodes. And of course, over here we got Ref Ronny. You know him from episodes of Combat where he is reffing matches.
Yep, that's what I do.
That's your whole jam.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he participates.
That is how you participate.
Yep.
Excellent, excellent. So, you folks have been around a little bit longer than I have. I'm new here.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, think back about like some of the combat, not necessarily, you know, your matches, but just general matches of people that have been in combat, or like, is there anything that like stands out that's like something super crazy you ever saw on one of these episodes?
I think I'm going to go way back track for you.
Back.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to talk about combat at the Heights. So this was the one time combat was hosted at our the first new iteration of the school, University Heights. We had a fan group of about maybe 20 people. We packed another 20 wrestlers, it felt like, into a tiny little room, and we put on a show, and the show was unreal. I think we had Liza Hall there. No, we had Nicole Matthews was there, and we had, I believe, Artemis Spencer was there, and these were very, this was an intimate crowd in a tiny little space in what used to be a dance hall. Amazing.
Wow.
Amazing. Just an amazing memory for and Becky was there filming it all at the time.
Aw.
Yeah.
How long ago was this?
I want to say 2 years ago.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So it was before I got into the ring myself. I was out on the outside filming all of the very first episodes of Combat. Yeah.
Amazing. So speaking of first time in the ring, I actually, as I mentioned, I was doing a little bit of research for this episode, and I went back into the history, and I actually saw your first match, which I think was with Rose, if I'm not mistaken. And you guys were both going by slightly different monikers at the time. Maybe being in the witness protection program might have something. I don't know, not lots of. But
An interesting. That was a first to 3 takedown
yes,
matches.
It was.
I have never done another one of those matches, and I don't think I've ever seen them done ever again.
No.
So, Rose took that one.
Yep,
And
she
she's
did.
been taking the world by storm ever since.
Indeed.
And yeah, that was trial by fire again at the height.
It was trial by fire. It was. Yeah. So that was an event that got put on. So basically, I think the Pro Wrestling Academy, correct?
Yep.
And so, of course, the best way to get your chops is to get your chops. You got to get in the ring and do it, right? And so it gives
Sometimes literally.
Sometimes
literally need to get your chops.
Yeah. So it's great because it gives the less experienced wrestlers a chance to get in the ring with people who are a little more seasoned, and it's a great relationship that you guys all forge, helping everybody get better at the same time. So it's awesome to see. So that was really cool. Yeah, I love that. So Ref Ronnie, you've been reffing for a minute here. How long?
A minute, about a year and a half.
Year and a half?
I've been reffing. I've been with the 365 promotion for 2 years now, pretty much on the dot. 2 years.
Wow.
Again, like Becky, was on the outside and saw an opportunity to help out, and I volunteered for a while, and then decided to get into the ring. But did a little bit of training and decided that reffing was in my near future.
Amazing. And so you went to Pro Wrestling Academy?
Yes.
And you trained there, and
Yes.
then so same kind of thing though, right? At some point, you just got to actually just get in the ring.
Just
and
gotta do it. That's the only way you're gonna get there. It's just
Kind
to
of
do
like
it.
a trial by fire,
Exactly.
right? Yeah, I love that. So, what about you? Any kind of combat memories? Anything that you saw yourself do that you were like, whoa, I'm like super cool.
Not really myself, but if I remember correctly, I believe the moment of truth was born at 365 Pro Wrestling one day when it was Jordy Taylor and who else was it? It was
And
I think
Sawyer?
it was Damian Keynes were their tag team partner. They were taking on Maxwell Benson and Sawyer Stein.
Oh,
And
okay.
there was a big surprise at the end there, and Sawyer Stein turned on Maxwell Benson.
Shocking.
And the moment of truth was born.
Yeah.
At that time.
Interesting. That's a great story. So I wasn't aware of that little bit of background, and kind of since I've joined, I've seen a bit of a change in Sawyer. Kind of.
Yeah, Sawyer's he bounces back and forth, changes a new leaf from time to time.
Bit of a change from Maxwell Benson too. I mean,
that's true.
Yes,
but not for a very quick decision on Sawyer's part. It could have been Max as a member of the moment of truth. He was very close to making that decision at that moment.
That's right. But he didn't. But Sawyer made that decision.
Sawyer made that decision
right.
for him, for sure. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, this is like all such rich history. It's like literally a tapestry of just intermingling of love and hate and friendship and war and all of this great stuff. And you guys out in YouTube land, you need to definitely go back into the history of combat. I mean, literally, I spent like a good chunk of yesterday going back through and just looking at some of these just epic matches. And for me, it was filling in a bunch of gaps. It's like when you come into a story halfway through and you don't really know what would happen before that. Well, combat's a great way to catch up on that, right? Yeah. Absolutely. So, what's in the future for you guys? What can people watching combat expect to see in the future for Becky Beech? Who's she going to be facing off with? What maybe? Or do you have any grudge matches?
I mean,
that's not really your style.
It's not my style. I tend to forgive and forget as we go, right? I'm here to participate, but this year is Becky's breakout year, and as I talked about, we're coming into summer here as we enter into the 100th episode. We're getting close to summer, and that's Becky's like real time to shine.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say it. I'm gunning for Rose's Global Women's Championship. I'm going to take it. If I have anything that caps off my breakout year this year, it'll be that belt around this waist.
Rose, you heard it here. Oh, I hope you're watching. She's watching, right?
She's probably watching.
Of course she's watching. Yeah, of course she's watching. So, Rose, I mean,
throwing down the gauntlet.
Becky's coming for you. What are you going to do? It's summer. Anything could happen.
I expect you to participate.
She's in a new era over here.
Yeah.
She's in the belt era.
The belt era. The bling era, if
The
you will.
bling era.
I mean, you've seen my new gear. My new gear has lots of bling on it.
It is something to behold.
My jacket's got bling on it.
Yes.
So I'm kind of thinking I need something shiny to go around my waist.
I would agree. That would be the cherry on the cake, so to speak, for sure. And what about you, Ref Ronny?
I just hope to, be able to ref a few people I haven't refed yet this year.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we have Daniel Makabe coming up here in June. I'm hoping to ref his last match here in Victoria, so I'm hoping to get onto that card.
Yeah. That's the all-out war, right?
That's the all-out war coming
All-out
up on
war,
June 1st here.
Yeah.
At the First Metropolitan there in
Yeah.
Balmoral. Yeah, I'm hoping to get into that. Other than that, it's just new opportunities and new people to work with. And,
Excellent.
just laying down the law.
Love it. Yeah, you definitely need to do that, right? These guys can get a little out of control sometimes. Yeah, definitely. All right. So we're going to take another quick break here in just a moment. So make sure you stick around. We've got a lot more to talk about with the 100th episode of Combat. We also have lots more for you to check out on the 365 YouTube channel. Of course, anything you want to know, events, everything, you want to find out who's been holding belts for the last 2-3 years, check it out on 365prowrestling.com. Of course, check out all the episodes of Karen About Wrestling as well. We've been interviewing lots of great wrestlers and wrestling adjacent folks. So Becky's been interviewed, and we've had Ref Ronny on there, and lots more. So definitely check those out as well. And you know what you can also do? Leave a comment below. Tell us which wrestlers you would like us to interview. Send us some questions for the wrestlers, and we'll make sure that they get them, and we'll answer them on air for you. And also, if you come to a wrestling show live, you never know, you might end up on a live episode of Karen About Wrestling, right? And wouldn't that be exciting?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so lots of reasons to check out all the stuff on 365 Pro Wrestling YouTube, and of course our live shows. So we are going to take a teeny tiny little break here. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be back with 365 Pro Wrestling celebrating 100 episodes of Combat.
What's up, 365 Nation? Ryan Flack here. Wow, episode 100 of Combat. What a special occasion this is. What a ride this has been. I'm so proud to be a part of it. Now, it's enough about that. I was asked to explain what my favorite memory of 365 Combat has been in the last 100 episodes. Without a shadow of a doubt, it was last November, the White Eagle Polish Hall. The world's largest luchador, Chico, came to town, and he brought the party.
I'm Angie, the camera lady with 365 Pro Wrestling. So many amazing moments in the ring. I'd have to say my favorite, though, Crofton taking a choke slam from Ref Tim Chason. It was amazing. I haven't heard a roar like that come out of White Eagle Polish Hall. It was epic. Best part, I got the best seat in the house ringside. I'm Angie, the camera lady, and we are 365.
Somebody pinned him, not Tim. You can't do that to Tim.
That's not a good idea.
Oh, good. He figured out it was Tim, and he let Tim go. That's good. I mean, Crofton, come on. You got a chance here. Get the. Oh my God! What's he doing? What the?
Take it.
Oh, did we? Oh. The crowd is going absolutely. Tim just choke slam Crofton.
I'm at a loss for words.
Slam.
I'm at a loss for words.
Crofton. Wait a minute. Why is Ref Ronny here? What's going on?
Uh-oh. He doesn't look too happy.
No, he's not. What's going on? Hang on, I'm getting something from what? What? Yeah, the crowd is absolutely right. 100%. What's going... Ronny is saying, no, you can't. You're not allowed to. Oh, he's actually right. The referee is not technically allowed to choke slam or hit, for that matter, the participants. Because he technically now just interfered in the match, but Crofton's out.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Here it comes.
Oh, he's out of here.
And we are back. I'm Karen the Intern. You're watching Karen About Wrestling. And I've got with me Ramone, Carlton, and Sawyer Stein, who happens to be holding a belt there.
I am, and it's a very beautiful belt indeed, if I do say so myself.
It is. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, as you'll see on one of these episodes of Combat coming up soon, I defeated Maxwell Benson in Victoria, British Columbia, and wow, what a match.
I would like to actually point out, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but Sawyer Stein, no, I can't even say it.
I think I know where you're going, and they'll see it.
They'll see it. Tell you what, when I can tell you this, you will be like, did that just happen? And you're going to want to rewind it and watch it again because, yeah, it did. But you're going to want to check it out. Upcoming episode of 365 Combat, around episode 105 or so.
Checks out, yeah. I like that number.
Yeah.
Not as much as 100, though.
No, 100 is a very special number. 100 weeks of 365 Combat. That's individual episodes. Like 30 minutes to like 2 hours long, some of them.
That is unbelievably epic that you have managed to keep that going for so long. So I read a statistic somewhere that this is like the longest running independent wrestling show in Canada since Stampede Wrestling.
All right, so here's
I might have misquoted
Here's what
that.
we know. At all of our research of all of everything that we can find, there are like we mentioned before, lots of awesome companies out there. Go check them out. Doesn't matter where they are across our great country, down in the United States, Mexico, Japan. Doesn't matter where you are, Europe. Check out your local independent wrestling. Now, what we know and what we've been through our research, which has been absolutely not exhaustive, but what we can tell through simple searches and blah 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 blah, is that we are the only regularly scheduled, scripted, meaning that we actually have storylines that go from episode to episode to episode, that's been doing this at such a regular, consistent basis. We've been doing this for almost 3 years, 100 episodes.
Yeah, so that is a huge accomplishment, really. And so much work goes into this, right? So, of course, putting on the live show, and then everything that goes into turning that live show into a YouTube show that you guys can enjoy.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little bit of a process. If anybody's ever done any video editing or production and kind of that, you know exactly what it's like. And then, just kind of put it all for the fact that everybody who works on this show for the 365 production end is a volunteer.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm. And we could not do it with each and every one of them. There's credits at the end of this. I think there's credits on Karen. If not, we should probably put some on.
Now there is.
Now there is. Yay! Credits for everybody. No, we love giving all the credit to everybody that helps make the show possible. Both post-production, when we're doing all of this stuff. Of course, we do commentary after the fact. It's not a secret. We wish we could do it live at the venue, but we need about another 30 people to make that happen, to do it properly. But yeah, so it's a big crew. Or I guess it's not that big of a crew. We got about, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's about 9 of us that make all this happen.
Yeah, and it's so exciting.
On the production end.
Yeah, and it's such a great time, and it's such a fun crew to work with. If that's something that you might be interested in, definitely come down to one of our live shows and grab one of us, and we'll give you the 411 on all of that, right?
Don't grab me.
No, not.
I might grab you back.
Oh, I
It
wasn't
would
expecting
not
him.
be, yeah.
No, that's
He
probably.
gets feisty. It is the closer you watch this. Watch. I'm gonna get close. Watch. I'm gonna get close.
Oh.
See? And I gotta sit next to him every week for 365 combat. I should get danger pay.
How do I always end up in the danger pay? I always end up in the middle of these things.
Yes, I have. That's in my contract. Did you not read your contract? It was line 1. You're the shield.
I was just really excited.
For Ramone Carlton.
So I didn't read it. So speaking of storylines.
Hey, out of there.
So I
got my eyes fixed. I can see that now.
Oh. So I wanted to talk a little bit about storylines with you. I mean, well, not storylines, but like you kind of went from being, when I started watching, you were getting booed, people didn't like you, people were mad at you.
I wouldn't go as far as saying people didn't like me.
Well,
they could get upset.
He was hungry.
Okay. And now it seems like people aren't really sure, because it seems like you're maybe evolving as a human or something. You don't seem to have a...
It's kind of like Pokemon. Like you just evolve and transform
and just...
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So do you think that you're going to continue to evolve in that direction, and you're going to be like
He's going to be a Pokemon?
Maybe.
My mom always told me I could do
dimensions.
anything.
Fine.
Anything
No
can
comment.
happen around here.
Well, I feel like it's kind of interchangeable. It really depends who I'm going against. I have some bad blood with some people that we will settle in the ring if you guys want to come and see a show and watch that happen.
Who do you have blood? What you said.
Well, what I said. I just took this belt off of him most recently, and there's definitely some unfinished business there.
Mm-hmm.
I have every intention of defending this against him at some point. When he gets that chance again, I'm not too sure, but Maxwell Benson and I are definitely not anywhere near that.
Just want to point out, one of 3 two-time title holders of that championship.
Mm-hmm. Two time.
Devin Shooter being the other, and Inferno.
Right. Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, actually, Inferno, we definitely have to have another match. I would love to do it in Victoria. Maybe
Ramone approves of that one.
Maybe on the 1st.
Ooh.
Oh. Like at that war where everybody's getting all out?
Yeah, something like that.
Hey, I'm Mike the production guy, and I've been asked to talk about one of my favorite 365 combat episodes from the first 100. I gotta say, it was definitely the night that Nathan Legacy took on a tag team match with a mystery partner. Nobody knew what was gonna happen that night, nobody knew who was coming through that curtain, and boy oh boy was my mind blowing when my boy Eli Serge popped out, Sasquatch's best friend, and I hope we get 100 more surprises like that coming up, so stay tuned for more 365.
Is anybody going to show up for this man?
I'm pretty certain there's somebody back there. It looks like Legacy's doing some mind game. Wait a minute.
Lights are out.
I know that music!
Can it be?
Birds are real!
Eli Surge is here!
Oh, and the crowd is on their feet. Eli Surge back in 365 combat. Birds are not real. Birds are not real.
That's right. He's a fan favorite, formerly from Victoria, BC, now from the Skinwalker Ranch.
Absolutely. He's down there with his best friend Sasquatch as they're looking to figure out what's going on in this crazy world. But it doesn't matter because right here, he is here tonight, partnering up with the Infinite.
All right, I am Karen the Intern, and my favorite combat memory is from actually back when I was a fan, and I was sitting front row, my first time front row, and it was Inferno versus Judas Icarus, and they flew over the top rope and landed right in our laps in the front row, and it was one of the most epic experiences that I've ever had with pro wrestling in my life. So thanks for that one, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the flashback of the greatest combat moments of all time. One of my personal favorites, 365 Combat Champions' personal favorites, is March 23rd, 2023, when the Moment of Truth won the tag team titles for the...
Hey, tag Stein, and Stein goes down, says, why am I in here? Oh, big forearm also goes down. Kane's another forearm. Osborne picks up Stein, and we got a slam. Oh, and Osborne in full domination. We got a roll up though. However, Osborne taken off guard by Kane's foot on the rope. But that's a 3 count. We got new champions. We got new champions. The referee didn't see it. Kane's distracted Osborne, allowed Stein to get the roll up. Stein able to get the 3 count. Damian Kane and Sawyer Stein are the 365 Combat Champions. Ramone Carlton cannot. I'm exaggerated.
Crazy. So you're going to be at All Out War.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So if people want to see Sawyer Stein wrestling on June 1st, they need to buy tickets to All Out War.
I'm a fighting champion.
Yes, indeed.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed. That's super exciting. So you've talked about a couple memories that you've had about combat. Of course, we are talking about the 100th episode of Combat. It's very, very exciting. So is there any other memories that jump out for you? Maybe ones that you were involved in? Episodes of Combat where you just watched back and you were like, damn, I can't believe I did that.
Ooh, damn, I can't believe I did that. How about when I won this thing for the very first time and I beat Eli Surge in Victoria?
Ooh.
That did happen. And I think we can even find a clip of that one.
Yeah, I think we should.
We probably should find a clip about that one. I'd like to see that.
Me too. Again.
And you just did. That was an amazing clip. Wow, did you catch the edit there?
Whoa. I can't believe that just happened.
I know, 5th dimensional stuff.
I mean,
I'm talking about... No comment.
Our team works quick over here.
Very quick.
You know, I have a lot to learn. It's clear. Yeah, because things are happening and I'm just going along with it.
The magic of post-production.
I'm lucky. I just get to show up here and chat with all these cool folks, and then somebody else turns it into a show that you all can enjoy. So let's give a big round of applause for the folks that make it all happen. Yes, indeed. Round of applause.
Right. We got about 2 minutes, 3 minutes left.
3 minutes left?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then we're going to do another thing. But yeah, we got about that much left because I'm looking at the production guy over there. And he's doing this. So I'm presuming this means 3. Oh, now we're down to that. No, that's, okay, 2.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
We got 2 minutes. I mean, that's...
For this segment.
That's like, that's a lot of pressure. But like, is there anything that you wanted to say in that 2 minute segment? Anything, any memory, any combat, anecdote, cautionary tale?
Okay,
perhaps?
just because it happened exactly once, and it only ever happened once, and I don't know if it'll ever happen again because it was very scary. But Karen, did you know there was a time where yours truly, Ramone Carlton, entered a rumble?
A rumble?
A rumble. Mm-hmm.
Like West Side Story kind of situation? Or what are we talking about here exactly?
To a percentage of that?
Well, you see... Well, anyways, let's just watch it. We'll watch it, and then, yeah.
Okay, let's watch the clip.
So, as you can see, I had no other choice but to befriend Laxadartha and stay on the good side of him if there actually is one. And now the mittens are involved, and it's getting very confusing, and I don't actually know. Sometimes I can't even remember my name.
I think that it's because you've had that silver suitcase too close to your noggin one too many times. That would be my assessment of that situation.
Sorry,
yeah, exactly.
What we're talking about?
Exactly.
Hey, when did you get that?
Oh, like last week.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Thank you. You see what I have to deal with here, folks?
Yeah.
Goes both ways.
So.
All right, perfect. Hi everybody, Ramone Carlton here, 365 Combat 100th episode extravaganza. Whew, my favorite memory. I've already said a couple here on the show already with Karen, but what I want to talk about was a very special moment on 365 Combat, and it was one of those moments where you literally had to be there to feel it, to feel the energy, and it wasn't even actually in the main part of the show. You see, 365 Combat could not happen without you, our 365 Nation, our fans, everybody who comes to our live shows. And what it was the most epic thing that had ever happened, because we're starting our show. And all of a sudden, the music turns off from the pre-show, the lights go down, and for the first time ever, we heard it. 365, as the crowd chanted those numbers to start that episode of Combat. Gave Ramone Carlton chills, and it still does to this day. So you're going to end the episode.
You don't even need to squat down, I don't think.
I don't?
No, I mean, everybody's taller than you, Karen.
Okay.
Put that on the reel.
Chunk.
I love you guys.
That was the day, folks. The exact moment of time. We're talking about the 200th episode of Combat with Karen's favorite moment where she decided that she was going to kick Becky Beech's.
What?
Kapowie!
I'm not sure that I deserve that.
I don't know. You're the one that made the comment.
Yeah, no, that's gonna happen.
Okay, Vince.
Yeah.
Is this part of it?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
This is too good knowledge. 365 Combat. We do everything off the cuff if you haven't ever known.
All right, that brings us to the end of this extra special episode of Caring About Wrestling, celebrating 100 episodes of Combat. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Thanks to all of my amazing guests on the episode. Make sure you guys check out everything 365 at 365prowrestling.com. And of course, make sure you come back next week for Caring About Wrestling. Bye!